Last week is going to be hard to beat. Soft Rashford scored the winner in the Manchester derby, while Hugo Lloris had an absolute nightmare in the North London derby. But hopefully Game Week 21 of the Premier League can live up to the action and the highs of last week. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, I would really appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We've just hit 4,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much, you're all absolute legends. Liverpool versus Chelsea, and how the mighty have fallen. There was once a time where these two played in the Champions League semi-final against each other. Now they're playing in what some would call a battle for the Conference League, what I would call a relegation battle. Both teams are absolutely horrible at football, but they did win their last matches. Liverpool in the FA Cup versus Wolves and Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Darwin Núñez is back in full training for Liverpool, so that is a positive. He causes chaos and Chelsea's defence on its own causes chaos, so it should be an exciting match. Both teams are absolutely terrible, but I'm going to fancy Liverpool to get all 3 points in this game. I think Liverpool are going to win this game 2-1 thanks to a goal from Darwin Núñez and Mo Salah. Leicester versus Brighton. People are amazed. Brighton somehow beat Liverpool 3-0. I don't really get why everyone's so amazed. I mean, I don't see what's so special about it. Everyone's beat Liverpool this season. Leicester felt so sorry for them. They scored 2 own goals versus them. Fair play to Brighton. They beat Liverpool. Nothing special. People should really be focusing on their wins versus the likes of Southampton. Brighton have always lacked a proper goal scorer. In comes Evan Ferguson, who has been brilliant in the last couple of weeks and really seems like a star. Brighton are fighting for the European spots, while Leicester are fighting to stay in the Premier League. So I think it's going to be a fairly comfortable win for Brighton. I reckon they're going to win this game 2-0 thanks to goals from Alexis McAllister and Evan Ferguson. Southampton versus Aston Villa. Southampton are staying up. I'm going to say it. I'm going to make a bold prediction. Yes, they're bottom of the Premier League, but if they win this game and all the results go their way, they could finish this match week 14th. That win over Man City, that was the turning point. Now they're going to go on a charge and stay in the Premier League. They're going to escape, and I don't think they're going to win this game because under Unai Emery, Aston Villa have been they have been a little bit inconsistent, and they do struggle to score a goal. So the logical side in me says this game is going to be, and you're not going to like this prediction, it's going to be a boring 0-0 draw. West Ham versus Everton. This is the epitome of a relegation battle. Everton are in 19th while West Ham are in 18th. But like I mentioned with Southampton, with the right results and a win, they can move all the way up to 14th. For both Frank Lampard and David Moyes, I do think it is time to go. But especially with David Moyes, he's brung them far, but now they've just gone backwards. They're now back in a relegation battle, and you look at the players they have, they should really be fighting for European places at the least. I think this is the game David Moyes gets the sack. It's at home versus Everton, who have been poor this season, but they're going to nab a 1-0 win thanks to a goal from Yerry Mina, and David Moyes will be sacked 6 hours after the game. A very specific prediction. Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Since getting promoted to the Premier League, Nottingham Forest have made 24 signings, and they've got their 24th man in Brazilian midfielder Danilo. They signed him from Palmeiras for £16 million, and it looks like they're going to make their 25th signing in Chris Wood. Yep, you heard me right, Nottingham Forest are in for Chris Wood. Even though they look set to sign Chris Wood, I would still fancy Nottingham Forest in this game. They've been better than Bournemouth this season, and I reckon they will win this game 2-1 thanks to goals from Brennan Johnson and Emmanuel Dennis. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. It's a good time to be a Newcastle fan. Not only are you fighting for European football, but like I already mentioned, it looks like they're losing Chris Wood. When Newcastle first got the takeover, I was talking about how it might take them 3 or 4 years to get into those European spaces, to at least be fighting for them. Now, not even 18 months later, they're in the Champions League spots halfway through the season. You would feel Crystal Palace's winning ways are going to continue, because last week Crystal Palace somehow managed to lose to Chelsea. Newcastle are going to win this game 3-1 thanks to a brace from Isaac and one from Joe Linton. Man City versus Wolves, and I'm recording this video before Man City play Spurs, but as things stand, they're on a losing streak. They've lost 2 games. Man City fans on social media are overreacting a little bit. They've lost 2 games and they're saying their golden era is over. Before the World Cup, Man City fans were talking about how this is the best team Pep has ever produced at Man City, how it's their golden era, and surely now that they're going to win the Champions League. After the World Cup, they haven't got going, and all of a sudden, the golden era is over. Man City's golden generation will be back on after City win this game 3-0 thanks to goals from Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan. Leeds versus Brentford. I had high hopes for Leeds going into this season. I really thought they could have been something special. They had so many good signings. They had a lot of potential in their team. It was looking like they were going to have a good season. But they've been really inconsistent. They've struggled to score goals. They've been poor, and as things stand, they're 14th. While the opposite goes for Brentford, I thought they were going to have a horrible season. I actually said they were going to get relegated. As things stand, they're 8th, and if they win this game, they could be in a European spot. So that really shows you not to trust my predictions. I reckon Brentford are going to win this game. Leeds are going to have a poor performance, while Brentford are going to win this game 3-1 thanks to goals from Mbeumo and 2 from Ivan Toney. Arsenal versus Man United, and this is one of the most important games in determining the title race. With a win in this game, Arsenal could potentially go 11 points top of the Premier League. Arsenal will have a nice comfy cushion, while if they lose, I think Man United can drag themselves into the title race, and then things will get interesting. Sunday 4:30, this will be the game Arsenal put one hand on the title. I think Arsenal are going to win this game 2-1 thanks to goals from Martinelli and a last minute winner from Granit Xhaka. Fulham versus Spurs, and it's one of my videos, and what is one of my prediction videos without an upset. I haven't done any so far in this video. I left the best for last, and to be honest, isn't really that big of an upset saying Fulham will beat Spurs. Fulham have been brilliant this season while Spurs haven't been great at all. If Fulham do win this game, they move ahead of Spurs in the table and they will be 5th, and they could even fight for Champions League spot, and I reckon Fulham will win this game 2-1 thanks to a goal from Andres Pereira and Mitrovic. Thank you all so much for watching my Game Week 21 Premier League predictions. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. What did I get wrong? Make sure to leave me your Game Week 21 predictions in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Let's try to get 15 likes in this video. If you are new to the channel, I really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Once again, thank you all so much for 4,000 subscribers. Shout out to all of my members, and I will see you in the next one.